Mom had had a long day with her sick baby. Then Dad snapped a photo of a stranger doing this. On Thursday, July 21st, 2016, Dallas French was having one of those days where nothing seemed to be going her way. After all, her baby was really sick, she was exhausted, and the whole family was hungry. So on their way home, the tired family stopped at a local Olive Garden for a bite to eat. But that's when, just for a moment, things felt like they were going to go from bad to worse. So what had happened that day to make it so bad? Well, let's start at the beginning. Dallas French lives in Dover, Arkansas, with her husband Eric, whom she married in January 2015. Then a year or so later, the couple welcomed a brand new addition to their growing family. They named her Ellie. In July 2016, then, Ellie was just 4 months old, and she'd started to suffer with a fever. Yet the couple decided against running straight to the doctor and instead determined to monitor the situation. After all, it's normal for babies to pick up bugs. But that same night, things took a turn for the worse. In fact, Ellie started vomiting, and she continued to vomit for a number of days. That's when the Frenches decided to take Ellie to see a doctor. Unfortunately for Ellie, the doctor diagnosed an E. coli infection. This horrible sickness would put a full-grown adult out of action. So the doc suggested that Ellie undergo more tests at Arkansas Children's Hospital. So after spending a stressful day at the hospital, the family decided to stop off on the way home for a bite to eat. This is how they ended up pulling into an Olive Garden in Little Rock. Inside the restaurant, an exhausted Dallas prepared Ellie a bottle of milk as they got themselves settled in for dinner. It was then that Dallas's day just got a little bit worse. Yes, she accidentally spilled the baby's milk all over the floor. Fortunately, however, just around the corner was a knight in shining armor. In fact, after a new bottle had been prepared and the mess taken care of, the family's waiter offered to feed Ellie so that her parents could get a break. Husband Eric decided to take a snap of the kind server, and a few days later, Dallas posted it on the Olive Garden Facebook page. She'd forgotten the waiter's name, but she wanted to show her appreciation all the same. Dallas wrote on Facebook, "Our waiter, wish I knew his name, watched all that had happened and just had brought our salad and breadsticks and said, 'Here, let me feed her and you eat.' This melted all of us, and this is what we need more of." Of course, the post went viral. In fact, in less than 2 weeks, it had been shared more than 180,000 times, and it attracted over 2,000 comments. It seemed that people were bowled over by the kindness of Robert Davis, the superstar waiter who starred in the picture. Other news organizations soon picked up on the story too. Indeed, the incident went global and was covered by the likes of the Daily Mail, Huffington Post, and USA Today, to name but a few. "He touched my heart in a way he will never understand and lifted my mood so much by doing what he did," Dallas said in an interview with Little Things. "He never even knew what had happened that day or what we've been going through this past month." Other Facebook users were quick to agree with French. "Always had nothing but amazing experiences at every Olive Garden we've been to. Just wish the closest one wasn't 3 hours away," chipped in one commenter. Olive Garden itself was naturally over the moon. "We're so pleased our team was able to help, Dallas," an Olive Garden rep replied on Facebook. "We will be sure to share this kudos with our Little Rock team so this team member can be recognized." To date, waiter Davis has kept pretty quiet about his good deed. In fact, the aspiring rapper hasn't said anything at all about the incident, in public at least. Maybe he's just being modest. But it turns out that this wasn't the first time that Davis had shown extra care and attention to an Olive Garden customer. In fact, Cindy Dean McNabb saw Dallas's Facebook comment post and realized that Davis was the same guy who had served her after she'd been through a chemotherapy session. "God bless this young man. He was such a true blessing to us," she said. "My experience there that day I will carry with me always. He so deserves recognition for his service and has the most kind personality." Meanwhile, not content with just thanking Davis via Facebook, despite all the publicity it received, Dallas felt a personal thank you was needed too. So she later returned to the Olive Garden restaurant to do just that. And Ellie? You wouldn't know anything was wrong with her now, Dallas told the Huffington Post after the incident. "She's still getting back on with her normal routine. We're almost there." Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.